Hey, Adam. I'm in real trouble.
What's wrong? Are you in the hospital?
No, nothing like that. I just lost my job.
Oh no, you loved that job.
Yeah, but apparently they've been making some poor decisions. Since I earn more than a lot of the people, they decided to let me go.
I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, my lease is up soon. Can me and the boys move in with you?
What? I'm not sure that's a good idea. We've only been dating for a year.
Yeah, that's plenty of time. I mean, I already know that I want to be with you.
Thank you, that's very kind, but I'm not sure that my place is safe for a couple of kids. Your youngest boy is still a toddler. My place isn't quite right for that.
I can fix it up. I really don't mind doing all of the work to prepare it.
This seems a bit too rushed. I haven't even had time to consider it, and we haven't discussed this at all.
I understand. I've got 3 weeks left before we'll need to move. Why don't you think about it for a few days? As long as you give me an answer before the weekend, I should be able to find something else if needed.
All right, I'll think about it.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so frazzled right now. This whole thing has completely blindsided me. I mean, I knew they were having trouble, but I didn't think it was this severe.
Have you talked to your mother? I bet she would actually take you in if needed.
Are you already thinking about saying no?
I've barely thought about it at all. I'm just trying to think of other solutions that might be better.
Why would you do that? We've already been together for long enough that we could be engaged.
I guess. But I'll bet your mother would love to have her grandbabies around for more time.
My mother is on a fixed income. Having all of us in the house without bringing home any income would be a huge burden.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that.
That's because right now, you're only thinking about yourself.
Right now, I need to consider what such a transition would mean. I need time, Janet.
You're right. I'm sorry. Right now, I'm just panicking. While I know it is asking a lot of you, I love you. I would love to have a family with you.
I can see that happening, but I need more time.
I get it. Well, I need to get back to packing up. They want me out of here in the next hour.
If you want to spend some time at my place to just relax, I'm okay with that. Give you some time to really escape until you need to pick up your sons.
Thank you. I would love to do that.
Great. You can bring the boys by later and we can have dinner together.
Aw, that's so sweet. We'll see you later.
Stay safe. And don't worry, everything will work out.
I hope so. It's a bit of a blow, but I'm hoping that it will be for the best eventually.
I'm sure things will work out. It's about staying positive and getting through it.
Thanks, Adam. See you later.
Hey, Janet, where did you go?
I took my boys to school, then went home.
There are a lot of dishes in the sink.
Sorry, but we got up a bit late. Thanks for letting us stay the night. The boys thought it was a great sleepover.
That's great, but I didn't expect to have so many dishes to clean up.
It's not that bad.
There are dishes from me making dinner last night and from breakfast this morning. I thought you said you were going to clean the dishes last night while I got the bedding ready for the boys.
I was a guest. You don't expect your company to clean up after dinner.
I expected you to since you said you would.
I don't know where you put the dishes or how you like to load the dishwasher.
You could learn. It's pretty straightforward.
If I lived with you, I would have no problem doing all of that. For now, I think it's best if we keep acting like guests, so that my children don't get confused.
Okay. I did invite you over, so I guess that was on me.
Thank you. I'm gonna start packing up my place. Please keep thinking about letting us live with you.
Yeah, I'll keep thinking about it.
Okay, have a good day, honey. I love the way that sounds.
If you lived with me, would that be how you greet me when I left in the morning?
Of course. I would also give you a kiss when you arrive. And you would get to plop down and enjoy a hot dinner and a clean house.
That sounds really nice.
Well, it's the least I could do if you let us live with you. Coming home will have a whole new meaning.
That's definitely a pretty good incentive. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Thank you. I'll be packing up, so it should be an easy move.
That is for the best if you know you're moving when your lease is up.
I don't want you to have too much to do.
What do you mean?
Well, I was hoping that you would help me with moving stuff.
I can help, but I can't move anything big.
Why not?
Because I hurt my back a few years ago. You'll probably need to hire a service to help you do most of the moving.
But I need to save my money. I can't spend a lot on moving costs when I'm gonna be unemployed.
What if I let you move in with me? Will you feel comfortable hiring someone to help you?
Yes, I'll definitely feel better.
Okay, I'll give you a key tomorrow so you can start securing things for little Jack.
Thank you. I love you so much. Oh, you're the best boyfriend in the world.
Well, you've given me a lot of reasons to let you move in. We may as well take the next step.
Do you mean getting engaged?
No, moving in together.
Oh, I hope to convince you that you want to propose. We'd be the best family in the world.
I hope so. I've really enjoyed being around you. And like you said, it makes sense to move in together now.
I'll make sure to stop by your work to get the key.
Oh, okay, I guess that works too.
Maybe I'll even pack you a lunch.
That would be amazing. See you tomorrow.
See you, hun.
I just realized that there was no lunch.
I'm so sorry. We had such a hectic morning that I didn't have time to make your lunch.
I wish you would have told me. I don't really have time to go get anything.
You didn't plan on me bringing the food, did you? Because I said I might bring food, I didn't promise to.
I didn't want to bring food in case you did.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I'll keep that in mind for next time.
It's okay. I can get a couple of snacks from the machine. I'll be starving when I get home. Do you think you could make dinner tonight?
I can try.
Will you not have time?
You know how busy the evenings are. And I lost some time to pack because I had to come out to see you.
You're right. I'll grab dinner on the way home.
Could you please grab something from the local deli? It's so much healthier than fast food.
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you so much. You're the best.
See you later.
I love you. See you later.
Janet, the kitchen is filthy.
Yeah, I meant to talk to you about that. How can you just let things get so bad?
What? You're supposed to be taking care of the cleaning.
You've got to be kidding me. We are guests in your home. How can you expect me to clean?
You said you would if I let you live with me.
We're still guests. I'm just your girlfriend right now. If you want to have the kind of support a wife provides, you need to put a ring on it, sir.
What? Are you kidding me right now?
Are you saying that you only let me live with you because you wanted me to do all of the cooking and cleaning?
I let you live with me because you said your lease was up, and you wouldn't be able to afford it without a job. You told me that if I let you stay with me, you would take care of the cooking and cleaning.
I didn't say that at all. I said that if we were married, I would take care of that.
Look, you don't pay rent, you and your kids make messes all over the place, and I have to make food for everyone.
I take care of feeding my kids in the morning. Oh, which reminds me, I need some Cheerios because you're almost out.
No.
What do you mean, no?
If you need groceries for you and your children, go get them yourself.
Is that really how you treat guests?
Are you saying that you don't live in my place?
Well, we're living there for now.
Then how can you claim to be guests?
We aren't on the lease.
Then you don't live there. You're basically just taking a vacation in my house.
Look, if you want the benefits of having a wife, you need to make me your wife. If not, you can't expect me to pamper you.
Got it. Since you aren't going to cook or clean, I expect you to start paying rent for food and 2/3 of the bills.
What? I can't do that!
Well, I can't keep doing everything around the place. Oh, and you'll need to start paying for half of the maid service I plan to hire.
No way! I don't have a job! How am I supposed to pay all of that?
Get a job.
How can you be so heartless? Don't you want a stay-at-home wife to take care of everything?
No, I've never wanted my wife to stay home.
What? So you expect your wife to work on top of everything else?
No, I'll split everything fairly with my wife.
You aren't showing any signs of dividing things 50-50. You seem to want to have someone cooking, cleaning, taking care of the children, and working.
Well, right now, I'm the one doing all of the cooking, cleaning, working, and a lot of the childcare.
You don't take my kids to school or pack their food.
I packed their lunches 3 times this week, made breakfast every day, and helped them with their homework before putting them to bed. The only thing I haven't done with them is play and take them to school. And I would like to point out, they aren't even my kids.
If you marry me, they will be.
Look, I expect you to have a job by the end of the month. If you don't, I expect you and your children out of my house.
You wouldn't kick us out of the house? What kind of heartless monster are you?
I'm not a sucker like you seem to think.
I will not let you treat me like this.
All you have to do is get a job, and that will start to repair our relationship.
I already told you that all you have to do is marry me. Then I will take care of everything around the house.
I told you, I don't want to be the only person making money.
You're being so selfish. What a typical heartless man you've shown yourself to be.
You have your choice. Now one of us has to work. Make sure not to mess up the house any further. If it's bad when I get home, I'll hire a maid and I'll send you 2/3 of the bill.
I won't pay for it.
We'll see.
I'm gonna leave you.
Okay.
You don't seem to understand. I'm telling you that I will break up with you. Fix your attitude and expectations, or you will lose me.
I'm getting back to work now.
What's this I hear about you wanting to kick my daughter and grandbabies out of their house?
Who is this?
This is Janet's mother. Are you heartless as well as stupid?
Excuse me?
There is no excuse for you. I don't see what my daughter saw in you. I mean, living together in sin? How could you do that to her? She's a good woman, and you're taking advantage of her in the worst possible way.
Yes, how horrible I am, letting her live with me for free, providing all of the food, and paying all the bills. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's right. Finally, you're starting to understand. You need to propose to her immediately.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
So you admit that you'll just keep taking advantage of her until she's too old to marry? Then you'll find a younger thing to meet your sexual desires?
I think you've gone around the bend. So far, I've done everything for her.
You haven't proposed to her.
She hasn't given me any reason to do that. Since she and the kids moved into my house, I spent almost 2 hours more every day cleaning up the house. Plus, I cook at the end of a long day.
So you think she should act like your wife, but you don't have to do anything?
Did you not listen? I'm literally doing everything right now. Your daughter is lazy, and she thinks I'll just put up with it.
How dare you! I will not let you insult my child like that. Look, all you have to do is marry her. Then you will get all the wifely benefits you want.
Right now, she's no more than a roommate, and a terrible one at that.
That's because you convinced her to live with you because you wanted to be a pampered man-child. It's so typical of your kind.
Are you saying that if I hadn't let her move in with me, you would have let her move in with you?
So you're okay with elder abuse, too?
What are you talking about?
I'm too old to be living with a couple of rambunctious children. Be a man and step up to your responsibilities.
You're right, I will.
Finally! You should be ashamed of the way you've acted so far.
You have no idea how right you are.
I will let her know that you will be apologizing soon.
Do what you gotta do, Martha.
I don't need your permission.
You're quite right there. Have a lovely day. I have some great news for you, Janet.
Where did you go? I haven't seen you since last Thursday. Mom said you were going to apologize to me.
I've been busy taking care of a few things, but I want to share the good news with you.
Are you planning a romantic trip with me? If so, you'll need to hire a babysitter for my boys.
Even better.
Really? Oh my goodness, what is it?
Your old job says they'll rehire you.
What?
Isn't that fantastic? You don't have to be unemployed, and you can move out really soon. I'll even pay for the movers.
How is that good news? I don't want to work.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out when they said that you quit without notice. That's a bit of a different story than what you told me.
Yeah. I knew they were gonna lay off soon, so I wanted to make sure that families were able to have their primary breadwinner still employed. By leaving, I made sure that they didn't have to go on unemployment.
Your old boss said that they aren't doing any layoffs. In fact, they earned record profits.
Well, that's not what he told me.
He also said that you were leaving to become a stay-at-home mom. Then he congratulated me on getting engaged to you.
We should be engaged by now. It's been well over a year. When are you gonna do the right thing?
Tonight. Don't you worry. I'll take care of everything. We won't be having any more arguments ever again.
It sounds like you have really started to understand how selfish you've been. Took you long enough.
Oh, I definitely understand what's been going on. From now on, we won't be having any more communication issues.
Great. I'll see you when you get home. Also, I plan to throw a really big wedding. If you need to tap into your 401k or sell some of your collectibles, that should pay for it.
Don't worry, Janet. We'll take care of everything.
I may have a surprise for you after you propose.
Definitely have a surprise for you.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Believe me, it will be a huge improvement. See you later.
I love you so much. What's this paperwork on the table?
That's your eviction notice. Technically, you haven't been living at my house long enough to need one, but considering you have children, I wanted to give you a bit more time. My lawyer suggested that.
Your lawyer?
Oh, yeah. I knew that trying to remove you was going to be rough, but I figured having my house back would be worth it, even if I have to pay the lawyer a good chunk of change.
How dare you! I'm a single mother, and you want to just check me out on the street? I thought you said you were gonna propose to me, so you were just lying?
I never said I was gonna marry you. After living with you for a few months, I knew that I was ready to end things with you.
How could you do this to me? I'm your girlfriend.
Oh, right. I also want to break up.
What? Are you not enough of a man to say that to my face?
The last time I said something to you that you didn't like, you threw your hairspray bottle at me. So, no. I wasn't about to give you a chance to do me serious harm. And just so you know, I have that tantrum you've pitched in my house on record. I'm so glad I put in that system a couple of years ago.
You've been recording me and my sons?
Yeah, I told you that when I showed you the childproofing I did. You always said you were afraid your ex would abduct your children. I thought the cameras would help if he ever tried anything.
How dare you film me? That's gotta be against the law.
I have it on record that you were told. Also, I got in contact with your ex. He's been hoping for a chance to get full custody. Looks like he may get his wish now.
You can't do this!
It's already done. And you won't need to worry about the kids. Before I cleaned up the house the other day, I made sure to contact child services. I told them about how you quit your job and moved into my place, then left it a mess. I think that'll help your husband too.
I can't believe you would do this to me! You're absolutely heartless!
Guess I'm not as much of a sucker as you thought. But don't worry, I think your old job was still willing to take you back.
I don't want that job!
Well, you can always go live with your mother.
You've messed with the wrong woman, Adam! This is not gonna end well for you!
What do you mean?
I'm gonna make you pay for what you did!
And how will you do that?
Let's just say that I used to be a great kickboxer. That's why I have such an incredible body. Surely you didn't think that a woman as hot as me was a pushover, did you?
I knew you weren't. And I knew that you used to do kickboxing because you told me on our first date. And I take it that you're threatening me.
Oh, how clever you are! Did you figure that out on your own?
I sure did. And the cops will hear about it before I walk into my house. Man, do I wish psychos like you came with a warning label. When I got home, I let the cops in, but Janet had already disappeared. CPS picked up her kids from school, arriving around the same time she did. The cops were called, and they arrested her at the school for threatening me. Her ex picked up the boys, and the last I heard, they were living happily a few towns over. Apparently, the only reason he didn't get custody was because of false claims of abuse. By the time those allegations were proved to be false, she had left the area. I hope that they grow up in a much safer and happier home. Janet spent the next 6 months in jail, mostly because she kept attacking the police when they tried to move her. She ended up getting a 2-year sentence for her crimes, and I had a restraining order placed on her. The last I heard, she moved in with her mother, and they live over 500 miles away from me. I still felt the need to move house because I didn't want her hurting me in my sleep. It was a good thing, because she broke into my old house a few months after she was released. I think she's serving a 5-year sentence for a wide range of offenses, including attacking the new owners. I've been doing great since ending things. It took a while, but I eventually started dating a fantastic woman who's really going places. We married last year, and I couldn't be happier.